they told a story about Cassie one time, and she was saying someone had asked her why she cut her hair, and she was like, "Well, Diddy said he just liked it that way." And they said when she answered the question, it was like she was in a trance. Like she was just like, "I just don't know. Diddy just said he would like my hair this way." It is. They was like so in awe, like how she didn't even have a thought about it. It was just what he wanted.
That's how he operates. He has people followed. He has people watched. He does all kinds of fucking. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Too much money.
I feel bad for the kids. Like, don't think that there aren't moments when I'm speaking honestly about that motherfucker that I pray that his children don't hear it. Because that's still their dad. I know what it's like to have a baby with a fucked up ass motherfucker. As much as I can't stand my ex-husband, I would never want my son to feel bad about either one of us being his parent. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. I would never want that. Exactly. But their father is the fucking devil. He the fucking devil.
Diddy is a devil, and we have all the inside details to prove it.
And we have more breaking news. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs is accused of rape. A lawsuit by R&B singer Cassie claims that she was in a years-long relationship with Combs that also involved beatings. The singer claims Combs trapped her in a cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking. The lawsuit claims Combs punched, kicked, and stomped on her, and it alleges Combs blew up a man's car after learning that he was romantically involved with Cassie, whose legal name is Cassandra Ventura.
Sean Diddy Combs has been hit with another lawsuit just as he settles his first. Now this time, Joy Dickerson-Neal claims that she was a victim of revenge porn in addition to allegedly being drugged and sexually assaulted by the musician back in 1991. A spokesperson for Combs says the accusations are not credible and, quote, purely a money grab. Well, last week, Combs settled a legal battle with former girlfriend Cassie Ventura.
A shocked and devastated Diddy spotted at the home where his ex suddenly and mysteriously died. Her good friend Kimora Lee Simmons appearing inconsolable at the house. 47-year-old Porter's body found after a desperate call to 911.
EMS 14 respond with engine 76 on scene of the cardiac arrest.
Tonight, Kim's untimely death raising questions and sending shockwaves through Hollywood.
The mother of Sean Diddy Combs' oldest son shared dramatic video from the raid at the music mogul's LA mansion. The Homeland Security team stormed the home last week in a human trafficking probe. They did not name Diddy in their investigation. Combs' ex, Misa Hilton, wrote in a post asking whether it was necessary to point laser beams at her son Justin's chest. Agents removed Justin and his brother Christian from the home, but released them a short.
When Diddy got into a glamorous relationship with Cassie in the 90s, people viewed them as a power couple and maybe even relationship goals. But as the dark truth has surfaced over time, we have learned that this was not the case at all. Diddy was, in fact, holding Cassie hostage and using her in ways we can't even begin to imagine. This is just the tip of the disgusting iceberg. This is the real story of Cassie, Kim, and many other victims of Diddy. Okay, people, buckle up because this tea is scorching hot. Remember Cassie, the R&B sensation who used to be all wrapped up in Diddy's world? Well, she dropped a bombshell lawsuit on November 16th, accusing the hip-hop heavyweight of a laundry list of horrifying crimes, including rape, abuse, and even sex trafficking. Diddy, the once towering figure in hip-hop and entertainment, is now facing some serious legal trouble. Recent months have seen multiple lawsuits alleging sexual misconduct and trafficking, shining a harsh spotlight on the mogul's past actions.
Criminal case.
So far, Diddy hasn't been arrested, but he has already faced his fair share of legal issues. Last year, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, who you probably know as singer Cassie, accused him of sex trafficking and sexual slavery. She alleged that Diddy raped her and beat her so severely that she was bruised. Cassie also alleged Diddy made her have sex with prostitutes and recorded it on video. She also says he forced her to carry a gun. Cassie sued him under New York's Adult Survivors Act and settled with Diddy outside of court just one day after the suit was filed. Joy Dickerson Neal also filed suit against Diddy under the Adult Survivors Act, accusing him of drugging and sexually assaulting her back in 1991 when she was a college student at Syracuse University. Diddy was slammed with yet another lawsuit last month, this time brought on by music producer Rodney Jones, also known as Lil Rod. The 73-page lawsuit lays out dozens of allegations against Diddy, including that he forced Lil Rod to hire prostitutes and have sex with them. The court doc also claims Diddy himself assaulted Lil Rod, but that's not the only bombshell allegations revealed in the detailed documents. Lil Rod doesn't shy away from publicly naming other celebrities he says assaulted him.
Federal authorities recently made a dramatic move, raiding properties linked to Diddy in Los Angeles and Miami Beach as part of an ongoing investigation into these disturbing allegations.
Just this week, both Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles were raided by Homeland Security. According to former prosecutor Melba Pearson, they're likely looking for some specific evidence.
The feds are doing raids at 3 different homes of P. Diddy, including his homes in California, in Florida, and in New York. And what I think they're looking for are videos. So basically, P. Diddy had a habit, allegedly, based on told to us through the filings by Cassie Ventura. They have all said that he had a habit of liking to video either him abusing other people or forcing other people to abuse each other for his pleasure, and would record all of that. So I think those are some of the things that the feds are looking for. I think they're looking for other types of evidence to corroborate the statements that were made by Lil Rod, by Cassie Ventura, and the other people have come forward saying that he did abuse them. So they're looking for corroborating evidence and basically the building blocks to put together what will end up being a massive criminal.
The lawsuits filed by various individuals paint a grim picture of Diddy's alleged behavior. Singer Cassie, who was once romantically involved with Diddy and signed to his label, claims he coerced her into sexual encounters with male sex workers while he filmed. Another anonymous woman, referred to as Jane Doe, alleges that Diddy and 2 other men subjected her to drugs, alcohol, and exploitation when she was just 17 years old. According to court docs, Cassie claims the nightmare began when she was just 19, back in 2005. She says Diddy roped her into his web of control when she signed with his label, Bad Boy Records. He allegedly had his claws in everything, from her apartment to her medical records, all to keep her in check. If that isn't torture, we don't know what is.
Knowing.
They did their job. He's a sex worker. He's got guns and he's got semen-coated fucking VHS tapes.
No. Okay.
I would have went in a hazmat suit.
So, let me ask you this. When you first told us about your thoughts and you honeycombs is what you...
Yeah, the honeycomb. What? Shout out to Jamil Peterson. He's added a new one. He called him the Diddy Glover now. Because when he ain't got the Beijing and he say he look like Danny Glover.
Oh, man.
So he's AKA Diddy Glover now. Shout out to Jamil Peterson, I Am Comedy.
So I want to stay right here. We're going to stay within this pocket, but I'm just curious. What did you know that was going on in the world of Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, that the world didn't know? What did you know back then, 3-4 years ago?
That gonna come forward.
So how'd you know? What'd you know about what Cat? Because
I wish I could explain.
Yeah,
but if I explain how I knew Cassie was gonna come forward, that could hurt some people. Which is why the last time I sat on this blue couch, I said what I said. Congratulations, young Miami. Run as fast as Cassie did.
You did say that. That was a bar.
Yeah, you said that shit.
Did you see something being around Cassie? Did you see anything being around?
I don't spend time around Cassie, and I haven't seen Cassie in person since she was with Ryan Leslie.
Was there something in her eyes that you saw? The way, like now
I'm
that...
gonna put it to you this way, there are mutual acquaintances between her and I. And that's as far as I can go.
Okay. When you...
I don't talk to her, but I speak to her.
Did you get a chance to see her indictment, what she claimed happened?
Oh no, I reviewed all the files, and everything that she said is everything that I said with Storm Monroe 3.5 years ago. Exactly what I said it was.
Were you surprised about anything that came in?
No.
Wow.
Right. And she also said in this lawsuit, man, that, Diddy, he came off as a mentor, but later down the line, he became too controlling.
My position on him, he was never a father figure, bro. You understand? He was a groomer. He was an addict. He was somebody that was a, what you call those? I've lost all of my terminologies when I was working as a BCW or a child abuse worker, but he was an individual that preyed on this young girl, using her dreams, her talents, holding it hostage for his own benefit. He groomed her. He wasn't no father. He was no father figure to her, bruh.
Initially, it was whirlwind romance turned nightmare, with Cassie claiming Diddy lured her in with promises of protection, only to trap her in a toxic cycle of abuse and violence. And it's not just Cassie making these claims. She's got receipts detailing instances of alleged rape, battery, and even forced sex acts with male sex workers, all while Diddy allegedly watched and filmed.
Because either two things that I believe, either they know some of the stuff is true, either they took part in some of the stuff that happened, or they scared that it may mess up their brand. See, nobody wants to be in contact with anybody that allegedly was sex trafficking. You see what the WWF did to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon was one of those people that was called for sex trafficking. We don't hear a lot about it because he gave up the company, he did what he was supposed to do, and he became Ghost. But now you see they trying to do the same thing to Puffy. They trying to make him or hip hop the face of sex trafficking, like they was going to do the WWF at one time, because that was a big story. So a lot of his people that know him, a lot of the people that been in those parties and seen probably some unscrupulous shit that went down and was like, ooh, I was there. I hope they don't got me on tape. They feeling a certain way, so they're not gonna speak on nothing until they've been approached with something. You gotta realize, when Homeland Security get their evidence together, they're gonna send agents out. You understand? They might send an agent out to me. Yo, what do you know? What have you heard? What have you seen? What's been going on? You know what I'm saying? Did this happen when you was around him? Did this happen back in the day? That's what they're gonna wanna know. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna send investigators out. They're gonna send people out for anybody that they can get some information from to help their case. So those celebrities ain't gonna say nothing. You got your man Stevie J speaking on it right now. He'll be one of the first dudes that they'll probably pull to the side and say, yo, well, you say that your man, I heard you on TMZ say that he never did this and he never did that, but ain't this you? If those pictures or those films or anything like that exists. You know what I'm saying? That's what they pay those agents to do.
She's also shed light on exactly what a Diddy party is like, the same kind of parties that Cassie, Kim, and Misa were part of.
Have you ever been to a P. Diddy party?
Yeah, several, many, honestly.
And so, can you take us through like what goes on, like when you were there?
What did I say when y'all asked me about why was the TD Jakes at the Diddy party?
Yeah.
What'd I say? Money
Right.
and sex.
That's correct. Were you surprised that there were so many cameras in his houses?
No.
That he was recording these?
Of course. He is the J. Edgar Hoover of hip hop.
Okay.
Y'all done seen him put on the pyramid with a skirt?
The lawsuit paints a chilling picture of control, with Cassie claiming Diddy's inner circle turned a blind eye to the abuse she endured. From beatings witnessed by his staff to intimidation tactics like blowing up cars and dangling people off balconies, it's like something straight out of a crime thriller. But wait, it gets even darker. Cassie alleges Diddy forced her into what she calls freak-offs, where she was coerced into planning and participating in sex acts with male sex workers, while he pleasured himself. These encounters allegedly happened in luxury hotels across the country, with Diddy reportedly taking photos and videos as souvenirs.
Was he doing this back then, these freak-off sessions, when you were security? Because I'm looking at this lawsuit, and that's what they would call it, freak-off sessions, when, you know, Cassie, she'll have sex with the male prostitute while he'll masturbate.
Bruh, I can't say, because I can't say that. When I used to see him swing, it was always with him, another dude, and two girls. You know what I'm saying? When he was swinging with other people, you know what I'm saying? He always had other girls in the room or another guy in the room, even with his girl Kim, and he was swinging with her. So that freak off things, but him videotaping and everything like that, no, I can't say that I was privy to that. But you knew what was going on, you know, just in the instant when people got it confused when I said, when he was in the room with Sarah and her girlfriend, and he had Ja Rule and him in the room. Yo, I didn't know they was doing anything freaky until Ja came out and said, yo, y'all didn't want to be in there because there's a lot of freaky things going on. So I guess that was one of those freak off sections. But other than that, I couldn't say anything.
And you knowing Diddy, and at one point you and him was real cool. Do you believe everything she's saying about these freak-off sessions?
Listen, that girl went through some tumultuous shit that she never thought that she would ever have to go through being in the music business. Do you understand that? I've been next to people who are top in the game, in the music business. And they had said to me, yo, I had to suck a lot to get to this position. You understand? They have said that. So I can imagine what that little girl went through with old boy. She ain't lying that thing, because if she would have lied, he would have fought her tooth and nail.
Think about that.
Do you think she was the only one getting banged by him? Do you think this man had this woman search for prostitutes online just for them to have sex with her? It's something fishy about that, bro. Because you got to realize this lawsuit and the information they had and they gave the Diddy people was 6 months ago. So some of that stuff was cut out. Okay, we're gonna give you this, but you gotta cut this part out. Let's just say, allegedly, or just for the sake of it, Cassie wasn't the only one who wanted, or she didn't want it, but Cassie, who searched for the big black, and she was searching for the big black, not only for herself, but for somebody else who we all know that was in the room with her. So if he want to see it, and he want her to touch it, that other person in the room with her just might want to feel it. Allegedly.
So let me ask you, when you hear that Cassie was told to hire male escorts to come in what they call freak-offs now.
Yeah.
Is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak-offs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody know that. I've been saying it.
Yeah.
How many times I got these is wild.
And when Cassie tried to escape the nightmare, things allegedly got even uglier, with Diddy allegedly throwing glass vases at her and giving her a black eye. She claims he even paid a hotel a whopping $50,000 to erase surveillance footage of the incident. Diddy forced his way into her home and raped her in 2018, according to the filing, while she repeatedly said no and tried to push him away. Following the incident, Cassie left him for good. She ended her association with Bad Boy in 2019. But wait, it gets even juicier. Cassie spilled the tea that Diddy even went after rapper Kid Cudi, who had a fling with her during a rocky patch in her and Diddy's relationship. The lawsuit suggested Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car in 2012 in retaliation for the Up and Away rapper's brief relationship with Cassie. Diddy once said he would target him. Around that time, the suit says, Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. In a statement through his spokesperson, Cudi confirmed Cassie's account. "This is all true," he told the New York Times.
One of the other allegations in the Cassie Ventura lawsuit concerned Kid Cudi. This is from Michael Velli from YouTube. Will the feds investigate the rumors that Kid Cudi's car was blown up by Diddy because he dated Cassie Ventura? For facts purposes, Kid Cudi's car was blown up.
Absolutely, I think they'll investigate it. I think they're taking everything that's been filed, they're combing through it, and they're going to turn over every leaf or every rock, every car, so to speak, and anything that they can use against him, they're going to investigate it and try to use it against him. So definitely.
Let's stay with you.
Can I also say it just goes to his access. If you can blow someone's car up, it just goes to the reach that you have, and it just substantiates someone's fear of him, especially, we were talking about witness protection earlier. He has reach. He can send someone to blow up a car if he so desires over a love issue, spurned love interest.
Just when you thought it couldn't get crazier, more accusers started coming out of the woodwork with their own horror stories. Among them are Kim, Diddy's now late ex-partner, and Misa, another partner of Diddy's whom he shares children with. The extent to which they were involved in his gruesome activities is also extremely disturbing. The music industry's reeling from the shockwaves, and it looks like Diddy's empire might be crumbling faster than a day-old biscuit. Keep those eyes peeled for more updates, because this saga's far from over. That's all for today. Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. For more updates, hit the bell icon.